talk about that defense, y'all. I just gave you the segment of what our offense should do. And I ain't really talking about the run in it because I don't know what the run gonna do. But I know what Shador and the wide receivers and the O-line can do and will do. But let's talk about what our defense will do versus Nebraska. I got to give you the layout of it now. Nebraska offense, this past game, they played UTEP. Y'all know UTEP ain't nobody. They would have had a better game if they would have played North Dakota State. Point blank, period. So if you grade game 1 versus game 1, we got a better competition game than they did. So they ain't really compete against nobody. That's Cupcake. And then the Cupcake held them that first quarter. It was, I think, 0-0 or maybe 7-0. Then the next quarter, they tied it up 7-7. They didn't really get going to like the end of the second or middle of the second and then somewhat of the third. So the score may indicate that they tore them up, but it wasn't really like that. And it really wasn't, because while it was 7-0, they quarterback came and bombed them. Boom. Bombed that defense. UTEP quarterback did. That dude caught that thing and went to the end zone. Now, a match where I already did offense. But let's talk about defense, right? So on their offense, they running with the true freshman, Dylan Raiola, 6'3", 220. He is baby Patrick Mahomes to them. He carry himself like, basically, Patrick Mahomes got a real brother, but push that dude out the way and let this boy be his brother, because he carrying himself just like Patrick. He throw like Patrick. So when you going against him, you got to know wherever your wide receiver at, he got a way to try to get it to him. If he got to do way like that, he going to do it. So if he going to toss the ball that way, he'll do it. He is baby Patrick Mahomes. Not saying he really on his level, but he is good, and he does try to model himself off of that. It ain't a bad person to model after, because that dude own the NFL right now. So he is a true freshman, but he's really not a true freshman, if that makes sense. To come in here and do us, we not letting him come into the crib to do us. I mean, we going to his crib, but we not finna let them do us, y'all. Our defense ain't finna have that. Now, what they up against is a starting O-line coming back. Now, we was getting to them boys. I don't remember how many sacks we had on them, but we was getting to them. Now, they O-line. It's a big boy O-line. Matter of fact, you could count the tight end too. The tight end is 6'6", 250. The O-lineman is 6'10", 235. The other O-lineman is 6'6", 310. Another O-lineman is 6'5", 305. Another lineman is 6'1", 315. Another lineman is 6'9", 315. We went against them last year, right? Now we have new defenders. We got BJ Green. We have Sam. We have Hayes. We got Shane. We got Shadoze. We got Carter. We got Barnes. We got McNeil. Y'all, we got a lot of guys that'll go get it. You got Levante Bentley out there doing his thing. You have Trevor Woods leading the team in tackles. Thomas, yep. We got Double T out there. So, y'all, our defense is ready for their offense. See, on our offense, we know what we gonna do. We just hoping we can run it as well, but we know what we gonna do. With them, they didn't see the offense. That defense, let me look at UTEP defense. I'm going to show you what UTEP defense. Now, it could be hit or miss on some of it, but let me find UTEP defense for y'all. I just want to show it to you. Hold on. I'm going to show it to you so you can see what UTEP had. I think UTEP, in the Sun Belt? Let's say they're in 230. Hold on. I think they're in the Sun Belt. Hold on. Let me see. But yeah, y'all, man, they not playing a team. They didn't play nobody like us. So they don't have an opportunity. Let me see, UTEP. Where in the world is UTEP? What conference UTEP in, y'all? Let me go with they either Conference USA or let me go to Conference USA 158. Hold on. I want to show you what they was playing against. Yep, UTEP. All right. Let's see if UTEP got any guys that's on the first team. Nope. Okay, UTEP got a DN that's on the first team. They have an O lineman on second team. And they got a DB on second team. So that's what they got. All right. Let's look at what UTEP had when they faced them. Now, again, the book could be somewhat in the ballpark, right? And it could be off a little bit, but it's still going to give you. All right. UTEP had one guy returning on offense. One guy returning on offense. So the offense new starters. The guy that caught the touchdown pass on them, Cam Thomas. Now, you know I'm going to rock with Cam Thomas because he my height. He 5'7", 174. So I rock with Cam. Cam went out there and bombed them boys. They got a quarterback that threw the pass named Skyler. Where's his name, man? I don't see his name on here. Yeah, Skyler Locklear. He transferred from Austin Peay. So they let a D1 AA player throw a TD pass on them. Not no first-round NFL player. Let me see what they talk about Cam. They call Cam the minor back. The position was created to get the 5'7" dynamite Cam Thomas touches in every way possible. So Cam is their boy, and he 5'7". Travis Hunter, our boy, and he's 6'2". He missed everything. And they got their boy with a D1 AA quarterback. They got Cam that ball, and he scored on a deep pass, too. Bomb them boys. A 5'7" wide receiver. But that's them. We ain't talking about that. That was what the offense did. But let's look at what they because we talking about their defense. So our defense, their offensive line was 6'3", 307. No, they defense. My bad. UTEP defense, 6'3", 245, 6'1", 277, 6'1", 300. A specialty player like a DN / linebacker, 6'2", 235. And that's the boy that's they all were a guy. Another linebacker, 6'2", 225. Another linebacker, 6 foot, 221. They DB 5'11", 175. Another DB 6'1", 180. The guy that's they baller 5'10", 178. See what I'm saying? They safety 6'1", 208. Another safety 5'10". Yo, everybody in our secondary, I believe, 6'1" or 6'2". Except for Shiloh. Shiloh and Cam might be the only short ones. Everybody else, big boying. They big boying. So that's the defense they was going against. That's the defense that had them where they couldn't really do nothing. They didn't score in the first quarter. And if they did, it was only 7. And then it was still real tight in the second quarter. So this defense and that offense had them like that. Man, they can't touch us, man. And look, they won only. Now, I know records don't matter, but for us, it don't matter because we beat Nebraska last year. But they was 3-9 last year. I don't think they improved that much this year. And they got a new head coach. This is a new head coach. So, he coming from Austin Peay. So, he brought his quarterback with him. Like, bro, you got to come with me. So, the quarterback came with him. Then they had a running back who had 1,300 yards last year. Now, I don't know what that running back did in the game. I think they shut their run down. And then they got a wide receiver that they got from Eastern Kentucky. So, man, that offense gave the defense fits. So, imagine what our offense going to do. But now, they defense was putting pressure on Nebraska because Nebraska wasn't just out there, touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. It started later in the game. Now, this defense right here, let's say they may have one or they might have a guy that got NFL potential. They might have one guy that might get a practice squad. Now, last year they had a guy that get drafted. That boy was all worried. He was from Polk County. But they don't have that this year. Let me see what else they say about this UTEP team, just so you know what we're going against. Let me see the brutal call. A brutal early schedule puts Minor in the hole early. So they ain't even believe in them. Let me see. What else they say about UTEP? They said UTEP has 2 players that went to the NFL last year. And 2 of their next top 2 guys transferred out. So the Miners will be hard pressed to get back to a bowl game this year. That's the team Nebraska faced, y'all. And that team had Nebraska where they wasn't scoring. That defense was holding Nebraska's offense. So imagine what our defense about to do to that offense. If they couldn't score first or late second or middle second, man, our defense finna get on their head. Now, they came out throwing the ball. They hit. They throwing it, right? I don't know. They could attempt to throw on us, but you got Travis, you got DJ. You got Preston, you got Hood. You got Carter, you got Shiloh. You got Cam. Man, that's a lot going on. You ain't finna complete passes on them boys like that. They not throwing. Oh, and they threw the ball 27 times with their main quarterback. They ran the ball 33 times with the main players. Yeah, Double B, they might have scored 40, but that first half was real tough. They weren't just doing it like that because the game was 7-9 at one time. 7-9. Think about that. 7-9 with a UTEP offense, with a new head coach, with an offense that ain't returning no starters. Man, look here. We about... And then they defense really have about 2 starters come back, or 3. And then they got one guy that got to. They got 2 guys that's getting notoriety. So if that's what they offense was up against and when doing nothing like that, imagine when they face our defense. So in our situation, we already sitting better. With their main quarterback, they threw it 27 times. With their main running backs, they ran it 33 times. So with their main group in, it was almost a balanced attack. So we got to be able to shut down their run, and we got to be able to get to their QB. That boy finna face the best defense he done ever seen right now. Coach Prime say we got 7-8 guys that can go to the NFL. They better show it. TC, you said which side do I need to be on as far as the bus in Orlando? I'm about to purchase my tickets and don't want to be on the opposite sideline. When I went, the year that I went, I sat way up in the nosebleeds. And I was in one of the end zones, so I really didn't care. I was just trying to get into the game. I couldn't tell you. I enjoyed it either way. D Maddox. Yeah. Dylan, he nice. He not your average freshman. I-77, what's good? Hey, right back at you. EY, yup, Thomas. User P, you say secondary needs to step up. Most North Dakota State big plays with pass plays. They was misdirection passing plays. They weren't just like Nebraska. They probably will take some stuff that North Dakota State did and use on us, but they was doing like them, put the wide receiver in motion and he'll run across and they'll hit him out the back, like throw it to him. They was doing misdirection and motions to get their players open. I don't know how Nebraska gonna go about. I know they was throwing the ball deep. I don't think they're gonna just try us deep like that, but they might. P. Holland, you say this is going to be an interesting week for CU. It will be. Miss E. Willer, we back. Simply Nicole, you say I just purchased the ticket. Didn't pick a side for Florida game. That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, I'm just want to be glad to be out there. TJ, you say, do you think the Hill Green should be starting over Trevor Woods since Woods gave up a few plays? I think they will assess that this week. Like when they watch the game film, they talked about it. I know they rotated players in, so if you did good in your opportunities, you will get more. You did good in your opportunities, you will get more. If you didn't, you're going to lose them. Playing folk, you said Nebraska quarterback threw a lot of 50-50 balls. That's what I'm saying. So with him throwing passes and we got Travis Hunter, Mr. Go get them interceptions, come on, man. Listen, this is the best defense he will face. Let me see who they play. Because we got a 5-5 defense. Let me see who all Nebraska play. We got a 5-5 defense now. We got a 5-5 defense. We got a 5-5 defense. Let me see who all Nebraska play, man. Cause I know for a fact it's the best defense he finna face of his college career so far. They face us, best defense. Ohio State, the only defense that I put up there with us. USC, well, their defense looked good last night. So Ohio State and USC. And maybe Wisconsin. Maybe. Oh, Illinois. But they ain't gonna be like us. So yeah, it's game time. WB, you say week ones are weird. I don't think we know how good CU are. We don't. P. Allen, you say I would like to use the tables to watch what happens. Yeah. Platinum, what's good? These guys appreciate you. I think right now, y'all, that defense gonna put something to him. But while he was in there, why you say just come out with your own song. I might as well. AW said McNeil, Hill Green. You say they got rated a 70.3. That's pretty decent. Well, you want to be like in them 80s, but I'll take that. All I know is, y'all, UTEP was holding their own weight with them. P.R., you say I read too fast? Hey, UTEP was holding their own weight with them. If UTEP could do that with a new head coach, nowhere close to the players we got, we finna rock out. Hollywood, you say I seen people comparing the Oklahoma State game and not knowing the score against North Dakota State did not reflect how the game really went. Penalties, right. And then that North Dakota State game, Oklahoma State versus South Dakota State, them boys was in there thumping with them. Oh, you say Shadoze had the highest rated ID lineman, 76.5. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. So, y'all, our defense way better than last year. Defense way better. And they operating with a freshman quarterback. So they operate almost with the same team. They have got some more wide receivers. But I ain't worried about their wide receivers. They got Banks they gonna throw to, and they got Isaiah they gonna throw to. They gonna throw that ball to them. But we got Travis Hunter, DJ, and everybody else. I'm not worried about that offense. I know our defense gonna make the plays they need to make. Miss Claire, I got you today. I'm sending out today. And JF, I'm sending yours too. Hey, y'all, blessings to y'all. I want to ride out about that. I might come back on, but it's gonna be a whole different subject. It ain't gonna be about Colorado. It's gonna be just about football in general. I might come back on and run one. Right, P. Allen. They was, because Wyoming was out there throwing. When I glanced, I said, let me glance at them. So Nebraska may not have did all they could have done. They might have went vanilla, but that was UTEP they was playing. North Dakota State will whoop UTEP. North Dakota State a boom, boom. UTEP. Double J, you say I see a lot of people worried. No, I ain't worried. I know our defense is about to go to work. They want that freshman. Come here, boy. Get to him. He dropped back 27 times. You better get him. McNeil, you say what you think about us switching to a 4-3? I think that'd be based off what them schemes be. If the schemes provide for that, we'll do it. But I don't know if the schemes provide for that. JB, you say, Colin, you doing your other channel since the season started back? Nah, I'm working everything on this one because they shut me down on it. So I was like, well, that was a sign God said, nah, do everything on one channel, ride that thing out. So I'm just doing it on this one. WJ, you say, do you see Nebraska? I heard they were talking crazy. That gonna make that whooping even better right there at their crib. Hey, blessing to y'all. I might come back on immediately. If not, I'll come back on throughout the day. But I'm be putting videos out all day. You said, P. Allen, you say, do you think Shedeur is reading the field too slow? Nah. He threw it 445 yards. He could have had more. I think he did good. Trout, you say you taking Nebraska? Ah! Hold on. Why you saying that, Trout? Why you taking Nebraska? Are you just talking? Why you want Nebraska? Because UTEP is nowhere close to our team. UTEP was fighting them boys. They're not going to do that with us. They're not going to stand no chance. They are not going to stand. Our defense, way better. Our defense carrying what, like Coach Brown say, 78 NFL guys on it right now that can get drafted in 25. UTEP ain't have that. Oh, you say you just mess with me? Oh, okay. I figured that. I like, nah. You say it's going to be close? I think with the stadium having all that noise in it, that's going to be a factor. That will be a factor. We just got to take them out the game. We got to take they fans out the game. They going to go strong now, but we got to take their fans out the game. So, I don't know how they going to be able to call it. You say Nebraska plays a 3-3-5 defense, that's trouble for them. Well, that's their best option with all them wide receivers we got. Hey, blessings to y'all. I might come immediately back on, but I'm going to be talking about different stuff. Hey, appreciate you, boy. Hey, you know I got to. Trout. JB, you say we fight. Yeah, every game. Hey, I might come right back on y'all, but it's going to be a whole different subject. But it's going to be about college football. But if not, I'm going to be putting out videos all throughout the day. I got to work that thing. Hey, holla at y'all. Holla at y'all. Holla.